took me in the woods with her boyfriend, and they arrested me.
Both of them?
My mama's house got shot up.
You got shot up?
Yeah.
What happened? Wow. And this was your friend?
Yeah.
How long had you known her?
A year.
Oh God.
I ran away because I felt like I wanted to feel how it, know how it felt to be with my mom.
So you wanted that mom's love, like that we all intrinsically want.
Yeah.
What was your cousin into that had them shooting up y'all house? If your mom or dad were to happen to come across this video on YouTube, what do you think their thoughts and their reactions would be?
My mom probably, she'll be hurt because she don't like the way, she says that she didn't abandon me.
Mom, you got a 17-year-old that's reaching out to you and really just wants you to love her. Really just wants you to protect her, provide for her, give her a hug, tell her it's gonna be okay. What's up, YouTube? I just want to shout out all the members, all the subscribers, and all the supporters. Everybody who shouts me out in the street. I appreciate y'all. It keeps me charged up. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews. Out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. So are you homeless? Okay, and so how old are you?
I'm 17.
17. Another 17-year-old. I tell you what, man. I just run into him. All right, so how long have you been homeless?
I'm not homeless, but me and my mom and my sister are living in a hotel right now, and it's been like 6 months.
Okay, so, and I get it, right? There's different levels to homelessness, so you're not like out in the street or whatever,
right,
but kind of unstable in a hotel.
Bando, yeah.
I get it. Okay, so, all right, and so growing up, not growing up, all right, so in a hotel, so what was it that happened like 6 months ago or whatever that caused you guys to have to be like in that type of situation?
My mama's house got shot up.
You got shot up?
Yeah.
What happened?
My cousin's being bullshit.
What? Okay, man, that's scary. Were you home when this happened?
Yes.
I mean, what was that like?
It was scary. I mean, you just couldn't do nothing but hit the floor.
Oh my God. Did y'all like move out the same day or something, or did y'all stay there for a little while after?
We left the same day.
What was your cousin into that had them shooting up y'all house?
I mean, gangbanging not good.
Street activities. I get it. Woo. Okay. So that's a rough one, man. That's wild to just have your place and then you got to move out because of something like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I get it 100%. Okay. So that happened about 6 months ago. Do you have any kids?
Mm-hmm.
No? Okay. Have you ever been married?
No.
Okay. So let's just start from the beginning. So where are you from?
I'm from Noonan, Georgia.
You from Noonan? Hey man, shout out that Noonan, man. Shout out that Noonan, Georgia. I used to have vending machines, and one of my vending machines was at the YMCA down in Noonan.
Oh.
So yeah, I used to be down there like every few days type deal, filling up the vending machine. All right, so growing up in Noonan, did you have both mom and dad in the household?
No, I grew up with my grandparents.
Grandparents? Okay. Did you ever get an explanation as to like why you didn't grow up with mom and dad?
My mom is not stable. I'm with her now, but she just didn't know how to be a mom. And my dad, he used to beat on me, so they took me away from them.
Okay, they meaning like the state?
The state.
Okay, so they took you away. So what age were you when you heard those stories and things like that?
12.
12? When you heard that stuff, what effect do you think that had on you?
It hurt because I felt like I was weird and everybody had a mom and dad but me.
Ooh, okay, I get that 100%. So, okay, so growing up, would you say that you had a fairly normal childhood?
Yeah, I grew up with my grandparents. I was about to say, my life kind of just switched over when I got back with my mom.
And what age was that?
15.
15? What made you decide to start living with her again?
I ran away because I felt like I wanted to feel how it, know how it felt to be with my mom.
So you wanted that mom's love, that we all intrinsically want.
Yeah.
Okay, so because do you feel like growing up, did you kind of feel like she abandoned you type deal? Or
I did, and I took it out on her over the years, but it got better.
Okay. I get it. So, did you end up going to high school, stuff like that?
I did, and dropped out in 11th grade. 11th
grade? Why'd you drop out?
Because I ended up with my house shot up, and I just didn't want to keep moving from school to school.
Okay, so you were how long ago did this happen? You say 6 months ago? So you was in 11th grade Or was you in 10th grade?
I was 11.
So you was in 11th grade last year, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So you would be a senior this year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you like tried to get back in school or not really?
Not
okay.
really.
So I guess what have you been doing? Like I know y'all be hanging out or whatever.
I mean, I'll work every now and then, but when I get a job, I end up quitting it because we move so much. So it's like it's not a stable place.
Right.
So right now I'm just kind of going with the flow.
I get it. I'm gonna ask just because this is my spirit too. When you were younger, did anything like ever happen to you or anything like that?
I mean, yeah, my dad beat on me when I was younger, and then I had a situation where I had a friend who took me in the woods with her boyfriend, and they molested me.
Both of them? How old were you when that happened?
I was 13.
13? Ooh, okay. What was the circumstance of that? Did they tell you something different or did they
We were
like?
supposed to be going on a field trip, and we was just going to adventure through the woods, but it didn't happen like that.
So y'all was like, we just gonna go through the woods yourself, or were y'all like on a school field trip or something like that?
No, it was all three of
So y'all three, y'all in the neighborhood type deal,
Mm-hmm.
and we just gonna go through the woods.
Yeah.
When y'all got there, what ended up happening? Like I know you say what ultimately happened, but how? How did it get to that point?
Like, we was all talking and chilling, and then the energy just shifted. Like, you know when you get a really bad feeling?
Yeah.
I had a gut feeling, and then it's like, it was too late.
Did they force you?
More so of a, like, I wasn't finna fight two people.
Okay, so they kind of like, it was kind of just intimidating the whole situation.
Yeah.
Okay, so you kind of like froze and just kind of let it happen type
Yeah.
deal. Did they both do stuff to you, or was it just the boyfriend?
It was just the boy.
Okay, and was it like?
She held me down, but other than that,
Were you like resisting, or were you
I
like
was
at that
kicking
point?
and screaming.
You was kicking and screaming,
Yeah.
and she held you down?
Yeah. They were older than me.
How much older?
They would be like they were 17 at that time, and I was 13.
Wow. And this was your friend?
Yeah.
How long had you known her?
A year.
Oh God. I can't believe that she held you down
Yeah.
while her boyfriend, I guess, penetrated and did all that stuff. Wow. Was that like a one-time thing or was it ongoing?
No, it was one time.
One
thing.
time?
I told my mom.
I was about to say, so how did you feel immediately after that happened?
Disgusted.
And when you told your mom, what happened?
I mean, she just basically was like, it's gonna be okay, you know. And she called the police, but they couldn't do anything because they were kids. And then they both was like,
They were kids. They were over the age of consent. You was under. I know somebody right now that still has to register as a sex offender because when he was 16, he had sex with a girl that was 14.
oh yeah, no, the police didn't do anything. We were in Cobb County. They just said they were minors and they would talk to their parents.
Are you kidding me right now? Do you know the damage that I would do if that happened? I have two daughters. Those are my only kids, 2 daughters. I have a 15-year-old and a 13-year-old. You're saying that happened to you when you was 13. If anything like that ever happened to my 13-year-old daughter, I wouldn't be alive that much longer because I'm crashing the fuck out.
I understand.
That's crazy. So when did you feel like any way about your mom's reaction, or did you?
Not really. I was so used to her being dim to it. It was more so like I expected it.
So, given that you feel that way, given that that's what your expectations were, how do you think feeling like that about your mom, how do you think that affects you and the way that you go about moving, making decisions, and everything else?
I mean, a lot. I feel like it makes everything, like I second guess everything. And I don't trust nobody.
Yeah, because like basically like the very first person that's supposed to care for you, protect, and provide for you didn't.
Right.
And I guess that abandonment is just, it grows. I'll tell you what, I mean, have you ever like talked to like a therapist about this stuff or anything like that? Never?
Talk to my sister.
Talk to your sister? Her that we just talked to? I'm gonna tell you something, man. It's so important to talk about these things because then you can process how you feel about it. Because if you don't, it becomes like a cancer inside your body that's gonna spread. And you wanna get it out. So you want to talk about these things so that they don't have the power over you. It doesn't trigger you. It doesn't put you in this depressed state and you don't know why.
Right.
You know? Because I mean, like, so for instance, like, is your mom still living?
Yeah.
And what about your dad?
He's in prison.
He's in prison. Is he in prison for the stuff that
Happened to me, yeah.
they did to you? Wow. How long has he been in prison? Since how old?
7 years.
Oh, wow. So he must have did some. So was it just physical abuse that he did to you, or was it also sexual abuse?
Just physical.
Just physical? That must have been really bad.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay. Man, I tell you what, man. It just boils down to just kids being unprotected. Because, like the other two that I've interviewed, your energy feels sweet. It feels nice. It feels, you don't have a bad aura, right? You just have had bad things happen to you. So, okay, so you're 17. I just told him, man, don't get her pregnant. Okay, so I'm telling you the same thing. Y'all better make sure that you don't have no kids, okay?
Okay.
That's just gonna compound the situation. And you're just gonna be passing on trauma. You need to heal first, okay? So what is the plan? You're 17, she's 17.
My plan is to be an entrepreneur and start my own bakery because I've wanted my own bakery since I was 3. And grow from that and have my own, like, I don't want to be rich, but I just want to live comfortably and be able to, for my sister and my future kids, live comfortably.
And I get that 100%. Oftentimes, you guys' generation like to skip a step, right? So, because I'm an entrepreneur, and I've been around entrepreneurs all my life, right? But almost every entrepreneur I know had to work first, right? So it's like, you know, so for instance, you want to do bakery, go work at a bakery, right? So then you can kind of see the ins and outs of some of the business that they have to do, because it ain't just about baking, right?
Okay.
It's also running the business. So, so I was telling her, I think that Job Corps would be excellent for you guys. What do you think about that?
I've actually looked into that before.
Job Corps, and then the other option that I would say is the military. You'll be surprised. The life that you want to live is on the other side of about 15 to 20 years in the military. You do 20 years, which I'm telling you, it goes by like that. You do 20 years in the military, you come out, you're not even 40, right? And you've got a check coming every month. And now you can live how you want to live. You can open up a bakery, you can do this, you can do that. You've got experience, you got everything on your side. You're normally fit, because most people come out of the military, they're fit, they just got all their stuff together, you know? So I'm gonna plant that seed and say that, maybe it's something you think about. Okay, but because just floating around and stuff like that, eventually the devil has a way of creeping in and making things happen when you're just floating around. Right. And so we want you to be intentional. We don't want you to float around. Right. All right, if your mom or dad were to happen to come across this video on YouTube, what do you think their thoughts and their reactions will be?
My mom probably, she'll be hurt because she don't like the way, like, she says that she didn't abandon me. And like me knowing the whole story, she didn't abandon me, but I felt that way.
Well, it's important to express how you feel, right? And so one of the things that we do on this channel is we have conversations with people when they're not right in front of us, right? So it kind of helps us to get out all of our expressions without being cut off or manipulated or like, well, no, I did do this or that. Like, if there's anything that you wanted to express to your mom, right? She's watching, she's looking at this video right now on YouTube. What do you have to say to her?
That I love her and like I forgive her because she couldn't protect me.
Okay. Is it possible that you guys can get back together type deal, or?
Yeah.
It
I
is?
talk to her every day.
You talk to her every day?
Yeah.
And so if she sees this video, is she gonna want to like come and get you type deal?
I mean,
y'all can maybe reset,
maybe.
Talk about some of the stuff.
Yeah,
get out
maybe.
the feelings, put it all on the table type deal. Right? Okay, because I mean, I'm hoping that she sees this and that, Mom, you got a 17-year-old that's reaching out to you and really just wants you to love her. Really just wants you to protect her, provide for her, give her a hug, tell her it's gonna be okay. Am I pretty much kind of hitting the nail on the head right there? Okay. All right, well, listen, miss. On that note, if anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way that they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
Yeah, my Instagram is just _ jazzy bitch, but the bitch is an X instead of a C.
Instead of the, okay, instead of C,
And
okay.
my Cash App is my government name, Jazaria.
How you spell that?
1749, and it's JAZARIAH 1789.
1789? Okay, all right. Well, listen, like I say, we really appreciate you, and we definitely wish you nothing but the best out here, okay? You make sure you have a good one, sweetie.
You too, thank you.
All right, all right.